Hi, I'm Barbie, but she calls me Malibu.
And I'm Barbie, but she calls me Brooklyn.
Like us, so many of you have big dreams,
Problems to solve,
fears to conquer,
and cool stuff you want to learn.
We're here to listen and connect you with remarkable people from all over the world who are experts in their fields.
They've chased their dreams, shattered glass ceilings, and made history.
And they didn't do it alone.
Nope. They asked for help when they needed it, and now they're here to help you. Right here on
The Barbie Podcast. Hey, Dream Team.
Hi, Dream Team. Welcome back to the Barbie Podcast.
So, Brooklyn, we have an amazing guest joining us today.
Like, really amazing.
She is the expert when it comes to marketing.
Dream Team. Just in case you're wondering what marketing is, it's all the different ways that companies or people get other people excited about what they have to offer. You've seen commercials on TV or ads online? That's all marketing.
You've probably done some marketing yourself without even realizing it. Like putting up flyers around town for a school play you're in.
Last summer, Jackson, Jayla, and I ran a lemonade stand to raise money for the animal shelter. My mom had a great idea to use another kind of marketing by calling out to people. Get your ice-cold lemonade here. When life gives you lemons, you know what to do. Drink lemonade.
Oh, I would buy that lemonade for sure.
Why, thank you. Creative ideas like that work. We met tons of new people, and the shelter volunteers were so impressed with the donation.
A win-win.
I was so proud of us. We got noticed and made connections.
And that's where today's question from a Dream Teamer comes in. They want some help connecting with others, just in a slightly different way.
Dear Barbie and Barbie, I moved to a new town this summer, but I'm having trouble making friends. My mom says I should just go play with the kids on our block, but when I tried to talk to them, I got too nervous and went back home. I feel different from them. Their clothes are different from mine. Some of them ride on skateboards, but I only ride on my bike. They seem cool, but I'm scared they won't like me because I'm not like them. What should I do? Love, New Kid on the Block.
Oh, thanks for sending in this question, new kid. I feel for you.
Yeah, so many of us have been the new kid, including me. And it could be hard.
Because change is hard, especially when you have to make new friends.
But we know that there are awesome things about you, and those kids would probably love to be your friend. Making friends can be a lot like marketing, actually. You've got to reach out and connect.
Which brings us back to our guest, who knows what it's like to be the new kid and how to use everything that makes her awesome to not only surround herself with incredible people, but also become super successful. She is the incredible, one and only Bozoma Saint John.
Bozoma is a business leader who has been the head of marketing at multiple global companies, working in the tech and entertainment industries and more. Some of her titles include Global Chief Marketing Officer of Netflix and Endeavor, the Chief Brand Officer of Uber, the Head of Marketing at Apple Music and iTunes, and the Head of Music and Entertainment Marketing at PepsiCo.
She's also the ambassador for the African diaspora and special envoy for the President of Ghana, an author, a mom, an entrepreneur, and an inspiration to many people all over the world.
And if that isn't a long enough list for you, she is also my personal fashion inspo.
Her style sense is amazing. She is joining us today to help out New Kid on the Block and, well, anyone who has ever felt different and wants to make a connection, which is everyone.
She requested we have mirrors and dry erase markers.
Interesting. What is that all about?
We're about to find out. But if it's Bozoma's idea, it's gonna be good. Welcome back, Dream Team. We've got Bozoma Saint John with us.
Thank you so much for being here.
Hey, how's it going? Thanks for having me, Barbie and Barbie.
We're so glad to have you. So, we have this question from New Kid on the Block, and you asked us to set up 3 mirrors and dry erase markers here. What's the game plan?
Well, when I was 12 years old, my family moved to Colorado Springs, Colorado in the United States. There weren't a whole lot of Ghanaian families like mine or kids that looked like me in that area. At the time, I remember looking in the mirror just like this one and telling myself that I was so dope, because I really was, and I still am. The world just didn't seem to know it yet.
That must have been tough.
It was. Like new kid on the block, I was trying to fit in. Don't get me wrong, I was proud of my roots. But the other kids would make me feel like a black girl from Ghana who spoke with a slight accent couldn't be cool.
But you clearly were.
Clearly I was. But I had to figure out how to make others see me the way I saw myself. It's kind of similar to what my work in marketing does. I help brands let the world know how awesome their product is. Today, we're going to think about all the things that make us special. Perhaps they're the things that don't always fit the mold.
Okay.
Can do.
These are the things that will bring value to any room you're in or block you're on. Now, let's take these dry erase markers and write around the edge of our mirrors all of the things that make each of us awesome.
Okay, this'll be fun. Dream Team, if you want to do this at home, just make sure to ask a grown-up before you start writing on mirrors.
And make sure to use dry erase markers, nothing that's permanent, so you can change and erase the words later if you want to. I do all the time. If you don't have a mirror to write on, you can always write this down in a journal or on construction paper too.
Brooklyn, why don't you go first?
I am a really good dancer.
Brooklyn is hands down the best dancer I know.
Thanks, Malibu.
Okay, Barbie, what makes you special?
I'm great at baking.
You totally are. What about you, Bozoma?
I'm ambitious. I got goals.
And you've accomplished so much in life because of your ambition. You ended up working in marketing and advertising for some of the biggest brands out there, but that's not where you started. How did you find your way there?
Funny enough, I went to college as pre-med.
Wait, you were planning to be a doctor?
My parents hoped I'd be a doctor, lawyer, or engineer, because to them, those careers would mean I was successful. I was really good at math and science, so I tried to become a doctor. But by the time I graduated, I realized I wanted to do something else.
So how'd you make the leap to marketing?
When I wanted to connect with the kids in Colorado Springs, I learned everything there was to know about them. What sports, music, movies, and fashion they liked. New Kid on the Block mentioned that the other kids liked skateboarding. Maybe they could learn some cool facts about skateboards to talk about with them. Learning about the other kids' interests connected me with them, and then it became my interest too. I started to have a love and passion for pop culture.
How did you figure out how to turn that passion into an entire career?
After college, just by chance, I ended up working at the office of the famed filmmaker Spike Lee.
I love his films. His office is in New York, where I'm from.
That's right. Well, I was supposed to work there for a few days, but I ended up staying for a few years. Spike thought I was audacious, which I was, and my obsession with pop culture really helped his company.
I love that word, audacious.
Yeah, me too. It means to be bold and daring. Actually, I'm gonna write audacious, bold, and daring on my mirror. How about you, Barbie?
I'm gonna write hilarious, intelligent, and giving on mine. Oh, and I love my braids.
Good ones, Brooklyn. I think I'll write optimistic, tech-savvy, and I like my style.
So after working with Spike Lee, you went on to work at PepsiCo?
That's right. PepsiCo called and asked me to run their music and entertainment marketing group. Without much thought, but a lot of fear, I said yes.
Bye-bye medical school.
Bye-bye medical school. And hello, Beyonce.
Wait a second. Did you just say Beyonce?
I sure did. At Pepsi, I convinced the NFL, which is the National Football League in the United States, that Pepsi should host the Super Bowl halftime show for 10 years. And the first performer we booked was the queen herself, Beyonce. She set that stage on fire, literally and figuratively.
So you're the reason I've watched that halftime show like a million times.
Well, Beyonce's the reason for that, but I can take some credit too. We do need to take the credit when we've done something really awesome.
I think you should add Beyonce to your mirror.
You know what? You're so right. I'm doing that right now.
Then you figuratively set a different stage on fire when you were the head of marketing at Apple Music.
Yeah, there's this little event called the Apple Worldwide Developers Conference. You might have seen it online before.
It's where Apple announces all of their new products to the world, right?
Exactly. And the people who usually speak at this conference all look the same, much like the kids back in Colorado Springs. But then I showed up, a black girl with an afro and a pink dress, taking the stage, rapping and singing Afro beats during my speech. It was amazing. I stood out. But you know what? My uniqueness added value to that room and to that company. And I knew there were people watching online who would connect with me. And that was what was important.
People like me, who saw that Black girls could be anything they put their minds to.
Precisely, Barbie. Ambitious Black girls like you give me hope for the future. Maybe I'm the first at doing a lot of things I'm doing, but I hope I'm a beacon who lifts girls up and creates spaces in the working world that are safe for them to celebrate their full, true selves.
Thank you for saying that, Bozoma. Just by you being your full self, you've already done so much.
Well, thank you. And remember, whenever you're facing a new situation or feeling uncertain, you can use your mirror as a visible reminder of what makes you amazing. The words on your mirror will tell you to present yourself as the unique, valuable person you are, no matter where you go, who you're with, or how different you may feel.
I love that.
Thanks for joining us, Bozoma. I'm certain your words help New Kid on the Block get out there and make some new friends.
Dream Team, remember to show up as your full, amazing self.
And celebrate you, because you're awesome, just like Bozoma Saint John said.
We'll catch you next week on The Barbie Podcast.